Yeah. Yeah.
Look at me.
Benchmark, they're speaking the facts that you wanna hear. That rapper jersey, the vision is clear. Diamonds glisten like a chandelier. You know what I'm here for, like Marshawn Lynch. At clutch time, we do not flinch. Real brothers, we do not switch. Hit home runs with the right pitch. Who run the city? What to do when they hating on you? I feel like Kobe 2010. I ain't taking an L, all I need is a win. Business is business, you know how they go. You playing the seats, now it's time to grow. Tuning now, gotta be in the know. Showtime, bitch, my about to blow.
I ain't seen from now. Miles, he was really.
Next my podcast. What's up, bro?
Welcome back to another episode of the Bench Mob ENT. We got special guest Jeremiah is in the building tonight. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm great, man. Living, bro. Straight.
That's good. I want to get right into it and start off with, where did your love for sports begin? Like, at what point did you start playing any of your sports and you had a love for it?
Yo, honestly, it's a crazy story, but I started literally everything in 7th grade. So like all before that, I was pretty chess. I played chess. I was heavily in the church. Like I did everything, like Bible study, stuff like that. But I didn't really play sports until 7th grade. I was 5'9", and they were like, "What the heck are you doing?" They're like, "What are you doing? Why aren't you playing anything? Why aren't you doing anything?" And I was like, honestly, man, I don't know. And it just, from there, it just like took off.
So you started in 7th grade, right? For those that don't know, he went on to play college basketball. At what point did you know, starting off in 7th grade, did you know, like, oh, I'm actually good at this thing?
I always had the love for the game. Watching it, watching my uncle, he was pretty good in Bloomfield, watching just friends and stuff play. Honestly, my whole 7th grade year, I was pretty bad. So like, I didn't see the growth until I really started catching the ball with 2 hands and not tripping over my 2 feet until 8th grade. And then that's where it was like, oh wow, okay. And then everything just started clicking. So I don't know.
So I know you played for Cody, right? How was that experience playing for Coach Cody?
He honestly kept me. They needed a big. So me being 5'9" in 7th grade, they needed to. But they needed to develop me. So they kept me along, playing with Kevin Brown, Josh Cherry, Andy Florentine. They helped me mature as a player and helped me like really grow. So like being around that good of like competition, that good of players, helped me even develop as fast as I did in that year. And Cody, step by step, walked me through everything. Even today, like he's still like a good mentor that helped me grow up.
Yo, the names you mentioned, for those that don't know, those some dogs.
Yeah. And we still core 4 right now. Like anybody, give me any 4, I got you. We got you.
Those were some dogs for sure. Real KJ, Andy, Josh, yeah. They were different breeds. For you, right, starting in 7th grade and going through this maturation process, what helped you continue to go? Like, what kept you inspired and motivated to keep trying to learn? Because, you know, some people pick up a sport or occupation late in life, and then they be like, all right, it's not for me, and give up. But you kept going, and you ended up playing college ball.
It was that ability to have those friends that always were there. Like basketball is literally a year-round sport. So went from fall ball, winter travel team, went to AAU, AAU lasted all summer. So it's just like, and then it repeated. So like literally to have that whole year of straight basketball, I feel like that, as well as everybody helping me out, family, friends, everybody just pushed me to like, yo, I think you got this. Like, just keep going, just keep going. That definitely took off.
So once you got to high school, right? You're in high school. What are some of the most memorable things that happened in your high school career?
Well, from the jump, I mean, my freshman team went 21-0. Nobody could touch that. Like, but even from there though, I wasn't even supposed to play freshman. I was just I was supposed to play with catch. I was supposed to play only JV and varsity. Just because again, I from 7th grade to 8th grade, I jumped so much to the point where catch was like, I don't want you playing freshman. But honestly, the way I walked into freshman year, like the way because I didn't even try out with the freshmen. I tried out with the varsity and the JV. Honestly, it just when I tried out with them, and then how I played really well in the tryouts, and then it's just like I don't know. The older guys, they pretty much I didn't want to play with them. It was weird, but like I didn't want to because like when I got there, it's just mad intimidating. It's just I don't know. So I felt as though honestly, looking back at it, I should have played JV varsity. But even because I 100% knew I was top 10 player in West Orange High School, even as a freshman. But like I don't know, I pushed myself back, and then boom, 21-0 as a freshman. I still played JV, still played a little varsity throughout the year, but I kept it back just to see how it went.
No, I think a lot of people go through that. It's the confidence aspect. You got to build your confidence, especially. It'd be different. I guarantee if you played from like 3 years old, like everybody, you would have came into it more comfortable. Like, all right, I've been doing this for so long. Let me hop into it. So I completely get that and see where that happens. With going through high school, you playing at West Orange High, a lot of good memories. 21-0 you start off with. You playing with your boys. College comes now. Could there have been any other college than NJCU? And what was that process like in choosing which college you went to?
This is the hard one. All right. So it really, honestly, and we didn't like my family and such, we didn't grow up with everything. So it was hard to even visit a college. So 100%, I feel as though if I had a little extra, I could have visited out of state. I could have seen what was going on. But honestly, again, we didn't have, so I stayed here. Just because, again, to help my family, I didn't want to kill them. I didn't want to do anything too crazy. So that was the main reason. Also, I just used super school in the state, as well as Coach Mark Brown. His recruiting, I liked how way he came to me. He literally wanted me to come play. So even there, like even as a freshman at NJCU, I started. So it's like that. I felt as though that family aspect of things helped me bring me there.
I definitely was going to ask about that because I went to NJCU, ended up training, but everybody, if you know college basketball, if you know basketball and Jersey history, Mark Brown is very well known.
Yeah.
Some of the open gyms, and he gonna let you know. I used to get buckets, young blood.
He still even tried. He tried when it was still there. He still tried.
How was it playing for the legendary coach Mark Brown? And it's in the family. His father was a top tier coach too. So how was it playing for Coach Mark Brown, man?
That honestly, it was rough. It was very rough, very rough. Because coming from again West Orange suburban team, Mark Brown was a more gritty coach, African American coach, tough coach. That a lot of people were. Most of my teammates came from a lot more urban backgrounds. That definitely he was that coach for them, For me though, I felt as though 100%. I didn't really know what I was walking into college. I had very little college experience, so I felt as though it took me a step. So I took a step back first before I actually got into getting closer to him as a coach. But in the long run, after everything, Mark, he's a great coach. He literally he's that person that he'll step on your throat, push you, really grind into you to develop into a better player. It's just I couldn't see that as a freshman. I couldn't really see what was going on. I was like, yo, why is he on my back so much? What's going on? What's going on? Like, why is he what's going on with the structure? What's the structure? Why can't I just play? Why can't I just play? That's my head at. But again, hindsight, everything else is just like, okay, boom. Oh, it worked out. I understand. Now I understand. But boom, it's just, yeah.
Gotcha. Now, I was at a couple of open gyms. I know how he coached. I know the toughness. So I completely get that. Coach Mark Brown is different in that regard, but he has those. So it's like you can't even knock it. And in regard to your college journey, right? I saw you biology major. We talked about a little bit before the show started. What went in that process of choosing that major? Because I'm sure you've seen it. A lot of athletes sometimes tend to try to choose an easy major just so they could just play ball. Biology.
The thing, like that also took me away from ball. So like I love science, I love math, but I was never like a writer. So like I guess there's always that hemisphere where it's like literature, math. So like I was always on the science math side. So I liked it so much to the point where I couldn't focus on ball. So again, I took myself out of ball to focus on school. So at this point, it was like, cause honestly, with college, you really can't do both. And if it's college and then also as well as dealing with Mark Brown, I was like, all right, I feel as though I can walk away from this being like, all right, I did enough. So that pretty much just took me to biology, and then again, straightforward from there. Because I didn't think I could do both, and biology is such a hard major that you honestly it's like you have to pick one or the other.
Biology is different. I give you all for for doing biology. That's something different, and I think that's right too. That's it's a huge balancing act to try to do with playing college basketball. We're not talking about like just like regular basketball. You're talking about some of the highest level, and then doing biology at the same time. That's different. That's built completely different. What's your best memory of college?
We won the ECAC. Definitely those hard fought battles against like Rutgers, Newark, TCNJ. Those great games. Even Stockton. Stockton was really good back in the day too. So they were coming off I think a three-peat from state champion, from the NJ champions. So honestly, just playing with that group of guys, honestly, just playing everything, it was definitely fun. Great experience.
For anybody that's trying to go down the road of being a college athlete and being a superb student in biology, right? One piece of advice you would give on both fronts, being a good student and the college athlete aspect. One piece of advice you give them.
Always take the time to study. Always take the time to keep notes. There were times where college took you outside of classroom. So as long as you were able to communicate, make friends in the classroom, they'd also have notes for you. It's a lot for biology, 100%. It's a lot of studying and a lot of focusing, a lot of making sure you are focused on basketball and then studying, and then all the parties, all the everything, all the outside things, all the outside noise. You gotta learn how to block that out because 100% that gets to you, and it definitely washes some people out.
On the basketball side, what advice would you give to anybody that's trying to play collegiate sports?
%, you're good enough. Whatever anybody says, oh, you're not that good, you're not that tall, you're not that strong, you're not that fast, you're good enough. 100%. Don't take a step back and be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go to this school, maybe I shouldn't take the leap of faith to visit this school. 100% go, push yourself. Even if like you need to work that extra job in high school just to get the funds just to travel to that state to go to that college, 100% do it, because it's an experience that a lot of people don't get based off where they grow up or how they are growing up. And I feel as though whatever it is you need to get there, get there.
That's good advice on both fronts. Take your notes, pay attention, put the work in, block out the outside noise, and then you're good enough. I think we got the title of the episode right there. That's the title right there. That's the title. I think a lot of people need to hear that and need to know that in life in general, like sports, career, that relationship, you're good enough. Like that's huge. Like I said, that's the title of the episode now, for sure.
So.
We're going to transition to with the quickness segment. We're going to start off with an easy one. What's your go-to meal?
What's my go-to move?
What's your go-to meal?
Go-to. Nowadays, man, I feel like sushi.
Sushi, okay.
No, honestly, it's just enough carbs, just enough starches, not too much of anything. Honestly, it's a light protein. It's not, I feel like because I'm not as active as I used to be, I feel as though like too much is too much.
Gotcha. Makes sense. I know your Celtics won.
Yo.
Who do you have as the NBA champion this year?
The Celtics. Yo, it's honestly like, so where it gets to it is we have to get past the Nets. 100%, I would never say I thought we were going to sweep them. Never in my lifetime. But after it got to that second game, and I was like, yo, they can't do anything to stop this. Regardless if we're in Brooklyn or if we're home. Like we're really like putting KD and Kyrie in prison. Like it's like we're clamping them up on all fronts. Our bench is clamping them up. Our stars are clamping up. Tatum really came in there. So now it's the Bucks. And if we get past the Bucks, stop. Like, and that's the thing. If we wall off Giannis from getting 20, 30, make him shoot, make him be uncomfortable, come on.
Yo, and y'all might not have that much of a struggle because Chris Middleton's still out.
Exactly. So. And this is over the years, if you watch the Celtics Bucks games, we 100% defended Giannis. Then Middleton just got hot third quarter, fourth quarter. And that's where we fell apart. So 100%, while he's out, Celtics.
Yeah, definitely got to take advantage of that. And as you mentioned, Tatum was coming to his own. Jaylen Brown is coming to his own. Marcus Smart.
Sure.
And Robert Williams now. Y'all sweep him, so Robert Williams gets to rest up and get healthy.
Rest up, get his body together, gets his quickness. It was a little shaky when he came back. His lateral quickness wasn't there, but like 100%, it's going to get there. You know, obviously we have the training staff. They bring him back in 3 weeks off a meniscus tear, like off a surgery. Man, yeah. Like I'm all in right now. And then I'm not worried about the West at all. And it's bad to say this, but I am not worried about the West. We really got to get past the Bucks. And if we get past, like, who's in the West right now that really gave us a problem? The Warriors and the Suns. I'm not worried about the Grizzlies. I'm not worrying about Nah. Like,
and the Suns might mess around and lose their Pelicans. How they playing?
And And that's the thing. Like, no Booker right now. Like, they might actually lose. And I feel Brandon Ingram and McCollum.
Nasty
Then
combo.
after that, though, they got to guard us. Tatum's definitely strapping up Ingram. I'm not worried about that. So that's what I'm saying. If we get past the Bucks, I'm not worried about who else is there? The Heat and Philly? Definitely not.
You might think about Philly.
Are you serious?
I don't believe in Philly. Nah.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. So the Heat has to get past Philly. Right now, the Heat might lose to the Raptors.
Yeah, Philly might lose to the
And then-
Raptors.
No, I'm sorry. The Heat might lose. No, he's not going to lose to the Hawks. I'm not worried about that. But Philly might lose to the Raptors, and I feel as though like that. That's going to take it to the next level because then it's going to be Heat Boston. Because obviously, I feel like we're going to beat the Bucks. Heat Boston. That might be a battle, but all around, I feel as though we got that. Because Bam's not more versatile than Al Horford. He's not shooting as at Al Horford's clip. Al Horford and Grant Williams have been shooting. And Grant Williams, man, guarding KD, 100% he could guard Bam.
Yo, Grant Williams has been racked. Corner three is bottom of the net every single time. And Daniel Tice be hitting 2 or 3 threes a game.
2 or 3 a game. And that's the thing. Like, those one of the games, all of our starters was in double digits. And, like, I was like, well, I ain't worried about nothing. That was one of the Nets games. So, like, I feel as though, and then that's the thing, though. Robert Williams, as he gets back to that paint is best defensive team in the league.
That's what I was trying to tell people. You got defensive player of the year, Marcus Smart, and low key, you got to put Robert Williams on your bracket.
Top 8.
Right. So you got Smart locking up the perimeter, and you got Robert Williams behind you just in case. That's different. That's how the Lakers won when they won in the bubble. It was you couldn't do nothing in that paint, averaging 4 or 5 blocks a game. Between Robert Williams, Al Horford, Daniel Tice, y'all doing the same thing. 5, 6 blocks a game. Nothing.
That's why I'm not worried about Giannis. Because if he beats us with hitting threes, greatest player in the world.
So if he doing.
That's the thing. His whole game is he's going to bully us into the paint. That's not happening. Literally is not happening. Marcus Smart's going to be hands there. Derek White, hands in there, hands everywhere, just active. That's 100%. The way I love how this team plays, the defensive, because I've always been defensive first. Just like, so like I love, like, because I had Kevin, Josh, and Andy, like, scoring. So I was that defensive stopper on our side of everything. So it's just like, I love how everything is like working out for the Celtics this year.
Give me your current playlist. Who are you listening to right now, music-wise?
Music-wise. All right. That's good. Congratulations on that too, man. Hey. But music-wise. Jack Harlow, sleeper.
Okay.
Maybe it's one right there. For the most part, Jack Harlow. Sheesh. There's some new up-and-coming artists, like Chris Patrick. I've been listening to him. I've been playing his songs. I don't know if you watch my story every now and then. He's up and coming. Noah, this guy named Noah is up and coming. There's a lot of underground rappers I've been listening to. Nobody big name. So like I was gonna give names, but a lot of people I gotta give you guys links because like you guys aren't gonna really know them until you look them up. And so anybody else?
I mean, everybody in their crew doing their thing. Chris Patrick.
Yo,
Noah.
Trinity really on their way up. There's a new guy too. His name's Cash. He's gonna he's not new, but like he's coming back. Cash, he's gonna. It's fire. A lot of stuff is fire. And Kev, he DJs, so if you look out for a lot of his stuff, he's gonna go to his page and stuff. Like he's definitely been promoting a lot of artists recently.
Yeah, Kev doing his thing too. Right?
You got right now I'm in his dojo. Like you gotta link up. He right now he's teaching and stuff right now. But if anything, if you wanna have him come over, it's over.
Oh, we've been talking. I gotta get Kev.
The business man in the world.
Kev on the show. I've been trying to get Andy on the show. I haven't talked to Josh, but I'm already on getting a bit everybody that you mentioned on the floor on the show.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Hey, even if we got to hoop this summer, just we talk that way. Hey, podcast on the court.
You with it for sure. Last one before we get you out of here. Give me 5 people that are alive that you'd like to have a meal with.
Kevin Garnett. Jay-Z. Cory Booker. Marcus Smart, 100%.
And one more.
LeBron James.
Oh, that's a good team.
Yeah, right? Right?
I think Cory Booker would say thank you for inviting him to that table. That's a great table.
There's a whole lot of everything. Because like Kevin Garnett is gonna bring the grit. He's gonna bring and it's not I feel like it'd be just a funny table just to be at, just to feel the growth and inspiration from all that. That definitely.
Yeah, that's a lot of wisdom. That's a knowledge being thrown around. Free game, Jay-Z, KG, Cory Booker, and government, and the things that he's done, and then you add in the mix Marcus Smart. Like, bro, that's it.
He's a very intelligent dude. Like honestly, if you I don't like a lot of people don't give it a chime, but now he's making a name for himself. There's a lot of people like, yo, wow, I want Marcus Smart on my team. There's a lot of people like, oh, I want Marcus Smart on my team. It's like, why aren't you saying that years ago? I've been saying this since he got to the league. I was like, I've been happy since he got here. But like now people are seeing like, yo, he's actually a really good player. Before this defensive player of the year, I've been saying he's defensive player of the year probably since 2018. But
it was a long time coming. It's about time we got another guard. Like the fact that it's been so long since Gary Payton. Come on, man.
Like that's actually insane.
That's wild. But I'm happy it went to Marcus Smart. It's really about time it happened, honestly. Like
because even Tony Allen. What happened to that?
Yeah, that's a great name, Tony Allen. Great name. All defensive first team. I don't know how many times.
Probably like 3 to 5 times. Like that's actually insane that he didn't even touch it.
Yeah, not close. Not all. He was a couple votes off. Like not even close. You know the politics of sports, man. It'd be politics is crazy. But yo, appreciate you. Thank you for hopping on the show with us. Thanks for hopping on, taking time out of your busy schedule to hop on the bench mob. We appreciate it big time. Y'all know the vibes. If you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. Bench mob, we out. Peace.
Thank you.